You've been told to push harder, grind longer, outwork the rest. And yes, there's a season for force, but there's also a higher path. A path of precision, not pressure. A path of alignment, not aggression. Because true power isn't in how hard you push, it's in how deeply you flow. Flow over force. That's how warriors win without wasting energy. That's how leaders rise without burning out. That's how artists, athletes, healers, and high performers step into their zone. There's a difference between movement and momentum, a difference between hustle and harmony, a difference between force and flow. Force is effort without direction. Flow is action with alignment. Force comes from the mind, flow comes from the center. Force drains, flow fuels. I once trained with a sprinter, explosive, fast, strong, but every time he raced, he strained, he pushed, he forced, until his body locked up, tight, rigid, heavy. But then something shifted. He started working with his body, not against it. He learned to breathe, to soften, to surrender control without losing intention. His times dropped. His performance soared. Not because he tried harder, but because he finally aligned. He found flow, and he never looked back. This is what I call the alignment phase in the journey. It's the moment you stop chasing outcomes and start embodying energy. It's when you realize peak performance doesn't come from panic or pressure. It comes from presence. Alignment is when your values match your actions, when your goals match your gifts, when your vision moves through you effortlessly. And when you're in that state, everything changes. You speak, and people feel it. You move, and it looks effortless. You work, and it doesn't feel like work anymore. Because you're no longer forcing your way through life. You're flowing through it, with purpose, with power, with peace. Let me tell you a story. There was a woman who had built a massive business. From the outside, she was winning. But inside, she was dying. Every day was force. Every moment was pressure. She lost herself trying to stay ahead. One day she broke, burned out, empty, and in that silence, she heard the voice she'd been ignoring. It didn't say, do more. It said, be more. More aligned, more connected, more honest. She rebuilt, this time not from force, but from flow. Today, she's leading, thriving, and deeply fulfilled, because her life now moves with her, not against her. So I'll ask you, where are you forcing life right now? Where are you pushing through tension instead of tuning into truth? Because when you're out of alignment, everything feels like resistance. But when you're aligned, the door opens before you even touch it. There's a universal principle I want you to remember. Energy leads, outcome follows. When your energy is grounded, your results follow. When your heart is in it, your path opens. When your inner world is in flow, your outer world reflects it. This isn't magic, it's alignment. And alignment isn't passive, it's a practice, it's a discipline, it's a decision. You build it through daily breath, through silence, through checking in, before charging forward. You stop asking, what should I do? You start asking, what feels aligned to who I'm becoming? That's the key. That's the gateway. That's the way of the warrior in flow. Here's your mantra. I release the need to force. I align with purpose. I flow with power. Say it again. I release the need to force. I align with purpose. I flow with power. Let it anchor into your nervous system. Let it become your command. Let it replace pressure with precision. Because here's what alignment really gives you. Clarity over confusion, ease over exhaustion, momentum over burnout. It gives you your power back. Not the power to dominate, but the power to direct. The power to move with trust. The power to lead without losing yourself. The power to let go of control and still rise. So what do you do next? You stop forcing. You start feeling. You listen. You breathe. You trust the current. You speak only what's real. You move only when aligned. You act only from presence. And you become unstoppable. Not because you fought your way there, but because you flowed into who you were always meant to be. You've been listening to episode 6, Flow Over Force, Mastering the Art of Alignment from the Warrior's Stillness, Flowstate Frequencies of the Hidden Shelves. If this message unlocked something in you, drop a comment below and share. Where are you forcing and where are you now ready to flow? You are no longer a reactor. You are an aligned warrior, tapped into your power, moving through life with grace, and building not through exhaustion, but through energetic clarity. Repeat it with me one last time. I release the need to force. I align with purpose. I flow with power. And from this moment forward, let flow lead you home.